Hi guys, MC here with another tech tip for you, it being Tech Tip Tuesday. Now, if you've ever been in a situation where you're doing a presentation, let's say a slide deck in PowerPoint or let's say Keynote on the Mac, and you've needed to show a screenshot of a website or an app that is deeper than one screen. Now, if you've tried to stitch together multiple screenshots into the one, you will have realized how time consuming and clunky that is, and the end result isn't great either. I'm going to show you in this tech tip one tool for capturing a scrolling screenshot which can be of multiple screens deep, but you get the one image. Then I'll show you a really cool thing you can do in Keynote on the Mac with that. As an example, I'll just show you here one of the reports in our Modern Marketing Implementer platform, which is the SEO report card. And if I scroll down here, you can see that it's multiple screens deep. The tool I'll share with you is called Snagit. That's S-N-A-G-I-T, Snagit. And that's available on Mac, which I'm showing, but also on Windows. So I'm going to, it's just off screen for you at the moment, but I'm just going to click a little red button on the edge of my screen. And then it asks me, what do I want to capture? I'll just click anywhere there to get that whole screen. Now down the bottom here, there is an option called Capture a Panoramic Scrolling Image. So I click that, and then I click Start. And watch what happens in that little thumbnail, just to the right, down the bottom there, as I scroll. I'm scrolling down, and as I scroll, it's capturing and joining up the screenshots into the one. So I'll scroll to the bottom of the page, then I'll click Stop, and it will say processing for a little while here, depending on the speed of your computer, the power of the processor, and how much you've captured. So I'll just let that process, and then we'll continue. Okay, that processing has now finished, and the image has opened in Snagit. Now that all looks a bit small because it's actually a very long screenshot. So let me just zoom up on this. You can zoom right up there because it was captured at the same size as the screen at the time. So if I scroll down there, you can see that is one neat, tidy screenshot of multiple screens all joined together. Now let me show you how you can use that. I'll go to Keynote, which is like PowerPoint but on the Mac, and it's got a really cool transition between slides called Magic Move. So I'm just going to drag and drop that image onto the slide, and you can see there, if we were to show that in the slide, that would be pretty close to useless. So I'm just going to widen it up to a width that will be useful when we are showing it in the slideshow. Now imagine, obviously this slide's really boring, it's just white other than this, but it would have your branding, it might have words out to the side, and it would call outs. But now, if I make the animation Magic Move, which I already did earlier, by default it was none, I just clicked add an effect, Magic Move, and you put the, it doesn't matter that it's overlapping the bottom of the slide there, and you put it in the initial position. Then if you click on the thumbnail on the left, where it's just got slide 1, and go Command D for duplicate, which is like copy and paste in one step. Then we're now on slide 2. What you do is you drag the image up to the next thing that you would imagine that you were talking to about it in your presentation. And then duplicate it again and do that one more time in this case. And I've done this at conference presentations that I've done over the years when I'm showcasing websites and apps, because when you're doing a live presentation, often apps where internet connection is crucial can let you down at the most crucial moments. So this is a way of creating what is sometimes called in the software game vaporware, but it's actual software, but during the presentation they won't know that. If I now click play on this to go to the slideshow view, there's slide 1 with your presentation, remote or your keyboard, whether that's right arrow key, spacebar. Look what happens there. That's gone to slide 2, but it's just scrolled it. Brilliant. You can add your own call outs and annotations on that too. And one more time. So that's created the effect of being live on that app, on that report there, and then scrolling a few times. But to recap how we did that, I'll go in reverse order. We used the Magic Move transition in Keynote on the Mac. But what we did is we captured a long scrolling image that stitched together a whole bunch of screens into the one image. Super cool. And we did that using Snagit. Now, other things that you can use to do that include various extensions. There's one in Chrome and in Firefox called FireShot, and it can work in various browsers, and that does a similar thing. If you're a Mac user, there's a really cool widget that does the same job as well, called Page Capture, that I'm showing on screen there now. And there are other ways, but I'll just share different links beneath this video of different ways you can create long scrolling screenshots all in the one pass. And you can use that in just so many ways, and it will save you a lot of time and will add that wow factor to your next presentation when you're explaining an app or a website to your colleagues, clients, or prospects. So I'll see you next time for our next tech tip. Bye for now.